Like, why'd you do that?
So it's what I believe. You know, that's, like I said, it's what I learned from my family.
When did you find out you weren't?
Well, you know, I'm not a person of color. I'm not a citizen of a tribe. And tribal citizenship is an important distinction and not something I am. So.
Was there any benefits to that?
No. I will take a hard look at running for president.
I will give you $1 million if you take the test and it shows you're an Indian.
This was about 30 years ago, and I am not a tribal citizen. My mother's family was part Native American. This sort of discrimination was common at the time.
You kind of like the original Rachel Dolezal, a little bit. Rachel Dolezal was a white woman pretending to be black.
No, this is what I learned from my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I identify as black.
Let me put a picture up of you in your early 20s, though. And when you see this picture, is this an African-American woman?
So I grew up in Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. I learned about my family the same way most people learn about their family, from my mama and my daddy and my aunts and my uncles. And it's what I believe. But I'm not a person of color. I'm not a citizen of a tribe. And I shouldn't have done it.
If you had a chance to do it over, would you?
I can't go back. The president likes to call my mom a liar. What do the facts say?
The facts suggest that you absolutely have a Native American ancestor in your pedigree.
Not even the president of the United States will ever take it away from me. So I grew up in Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. I learned about my family the same way most people learn about their family, from my mama and my daddy and my aunts and my.
Man, I hate having to use this guy as an example, you know, to prove my point here, because we already know we already know what he's about. We already know what Charlemagne's about, and he's part of the agenda, you know. But the purpose of this is to show, to bring to light how easily defeatable these leftists are. Could you imagine if this interview was done by a white man and he brought up the same points? She would not be stuttering and don't know what to say and confused and having to find justifications and all that. No, she'd be combative in that conversation. She would accuse him of being exactly what he is, a white man, and use that and say and say you're being racist against Native Americans and blah, 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 despite the facts that said white man will be bringing forth to her. She would not be stuttering like a wounded animal in a corner. She would be fighting back and have her supporters clapping and cheering her on. And, you know, we already know how that would have went down. But because she was confronted by a black man, you see how she cowered. You see how hard it was for her to justify what she did. Because in the past, even after it was revealed with that DNA test and all that, she was still combative. She was still justifying it. There was no justification for what she did here. She didn't do that. She didn't have the nerve to do that in front of a black man, because we already know what they're doing. Doesn't matter what side you're on. This is the thing. These liberals, Democrats in power, especially the white ones, the racist white ones, I should say, they won't deal with black people in person. The most they can do is push their propaganda through the news, through the entertainment industry, through movies. That's how they get us. They can't do it in person. They can't walk up to you and say this stuff, because they know we will turn around and be like, that does not say, yeah, nah, that sounds racist. That doesn't make sense. That's why she's stuttering. She was confronted. There's no way she didn't know that was going to be asked of her going in. No, she would not have walked up in there. She thought she was going to pull a Hillary there. Totally backfired. This is what I'm saying, man. If only non-leftist black people had the mic, just like Charlemagne has, there will be no question of what the evil left is doing, what these Dems are doing. The agenda will be brought to light. But because none of us want to speak, we're afraid of what our fellow black man will say and being called names and all that, we leave it to these people thinking they're our friends, thinking they know better. No, they don't know better. You say something. You say something to them. You know, they can't handle this in person, I'm telling you. So they send these agents and shit, you know, to walk up behind a podium and announce stuff and make a liberal black person speak for them. That way they could change our minds, because there's no way no black person or any minority will take this. There's no way they will accept what is going on now. The only reason they're accepting it is because we've been brainwashed and our celebrities are telling us what to think. And our politicians, just because they're the same color, are telling us what to think. Because, come on, common sense, we all have it. It takes someone else to just take it away, to not consider it. I mean, look at it. You see that? This will happen to this will happen to every liberal candidate or whoever is trying to get power. There's no way they can prevail if minorities spoke up like this. I'm ashamed that it had to be him, because we know what he's about. We already know the evil stuff he's up to. I won't say it here, but you do the research, because, he's no better. I'm telling you right now, he's no better. You know, he's just trying to win points for the blacks by confronting her. Because straight up and down, he's voting. Either for her or Kamala or whatever, but it's going to be on that side of the political spectrum anyway. You know? And that's the reason why she's there, because at least she knows somebody on this side will win anyway if I show up. But she didn't expect that to come out. She didn't expect to have to defend that. I'm telling you, Malcolm X told us. He told us this is exactly what they'll do. Because he knows if there's no liberal money behind it, behind the black movement, they won't win. They won't win. And black people will have a one-up in everything we do, everything we want. There will be no complaining. There will be no victimhood, because nobody will mess with us, because we'll have respect, because we did it on our own. Just like every other race did it on their own. But we're the only ones begging for the liberal white to help us. Why? Why? I'm telling you, check that video I put up. Go to my channel and look for that video. I'll even put it in the end of this one. I'm telling you, man. This interview is proof that all we have to do is speak up to these people. That's all we have to do. They will put a black face in front to spew their ideas so we can say yes. They will not address us face to face. They won't. Try. Oh my God. Because when I saw this, I was laughing, because I was like, look how pathetic this woman looks. She does not look pathetic when she's behind a camera. She does not look pathetic when she's on The Daily Show or all these shows saying the same thing, while all people of color are applauding her. There was a point when I did before, years ago, when she was on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. You know, they kind of got me too. You know, but we got to wake up, man. We got to wake up. We got to see all sides, all evidence. Research hard, yo, because this is, look at this. Look at this. We could have all of them doing this. We could have all of them stuttering. We could have all of them afraid to say what they were saying on TV many times before in front of our face. Because we know we'd be like, no. Did you just say that in front of me? You have the nerve to say that in front of me? I'm telling you, yo, we got to speak up. We got to say something to them and see what happens. They ain't winning ever again. We could put a stop to this. We can win in the end, I'm telling you. Yo, seriously, she would not have gone. She would not have gone to a non-leftist radio show if the host was black. I'm telling you right now. She would not have gone there because she would have known this would have happened if she did. She would have known. I'm telling you, this would not have happened. I need y'all to share this. Share the hell out of this. This is proof right here. This is proof right here how easy it is for us to win. How easy it is to get these evil people out of power. I'm telling you, yo, this thing. To see her squirm like that was amazing. I'm like, yo, if it wasn't him, if only it wasn't Charlemagne, if it was another black man, an independent, conservative, Republican, if it was one of them, yo, imagine. But then again, like I said, they would not have shown up. They would not have shown up. Why? Why don't they show up? Huh? Why don't they show up to talk to them? Apart from the fact that there's not many that are not leftists that have shows. Tell you the truth, they can't even have shows. Can't even be independent and have a show like this and get somebody like that on to ask her the real questions. Because they'll stay away from questions like that. That's considered done and gone for them. But we're thinking like, no, you remember what that's still relevant. That pretending to be Native American is relevant. That's stealing. Oh my God. Yo. Anyway, share the hell out of this. Let people know who think like this, who aren't leftists, who are logical. Show this to them. Show them this video. It doesn't have to be mine. Find that clip from the show and show them and let them see. That imagine if it wasn't him, if it was a right-leaning black man or black woman, an independent, just non-leftist, would she show up? And again, if Charlemagne was white and a Republican and especially a man, and he asked those same things, she would not feel like she was backed in a corner. She would snap back. She will avoid the question and say things like, "Oh, you're bringing up the past. That was and she would just turn it around on him and saying, "You're being racist, blah blah blah. Why would you bring that up? You're just trying to drum stuff up." She wouldn't dare say that to Charlemagne. She wouldn't dare say that to any black man, no matter what, where the black man leads, because they know. I'm telling you, man. Even for a black liberal, they're scared because they know they're spewing bullshit. Even when the black liberal or leftist is being confronted by one of these people, they know something's going on. They are afraid to even speak to them. They would not speak to them. They always put somebody to do it for them. They always have some agent of color do it for them because they know they're scared. Let's use that fear against them. Peace.